The jealousy is real. The jealousy is real. And I'm not just talking about the overwhelming jealousy that dump divers in the WNBA feel towards the roof from Waterloo. I'm starting to wonder, and I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago, I'm starting to wonder if there's a little bit of jealousy, maybe a little bit of resentment that is building towards Angel Reese.
Angel Reese pulled up to the WNBA All-Star Weekend like it was her personal crowning moment, only to end up benched, blocked, and bounced like a rejected debit card. Turns out the league's elite weren't throwing rose petals, they were throwing shade. So what happens when TikTok stardom collides with real-deal basketball royalty? Spoiler, it's not cute. From cold shoulders to straight-up snubs, this All-Star Weekend turned into a roast Angel never asked for. Buckle in. This one's a beautiful disaster.
Reese goes. She finished 5th overall in fan voting, 10th among all voting once you factored in, but only 12th among the media and the players. So the players actually rated Caitlin Clark higher than Angel Reese, which I think is interesting, although certainly it's deserved. But I will say, Angel Reese, Ronnie and I have debated it on the program. Ronnie has been pretty clear that he thinks that she sucks at basketball. I have defended her as having dimensions of her game that are high level. I got to a point here a couple of weeks ago where I was starting to wonder if she actually sucked or not, but she has put together an impressive streak here. Over her last 4 games,
honestly, if I were a WNBA player, I'd be heated too. But not Caitlin Clark, she keeps it cool. Me? I'd be furious that Angel Reese is getting magazine covers, sneaker endorsements, and all the media buzz. For what, exactly? Chilling on the bench? Mastering the art of the side-eye? If effort to hype ratio were a sport, Reese would be MVP every season. Meanwhile, the players, actually putting in the grind year after year, they can't even land a Gatorade spot. It's not just envy, it's salt on a global scale.
Well, this is very interesting, and certainly a plot twist from last season. And I'm talking about the mainstream media, the sports media, and their love affair with Angel Reese. Now, we know the media jumped through hoops, gymnastics, mental gymnastics. I mean, however you try to put it, they tried to raise up Angel Reese last year as being, of course, she's running neck and neck with Caitlin Clark for the Rookie of the Year.
Let's not kid ourselves. Angel Reese is like that one group project partner who rolls in late, drops a line or two, and somehow walks away with all the credit. And people are eating it up. There's this strange worship of average going around, as if doing the bare minimum and having a flashy PR team matters more than, I don't know, actually sinking jump shots? Forget fundamentals. Just post something vague on social and boom, you're suddenly a household name.
Problem is, the words from jealous WNBA players do not match up with their actions. They say one thing, and then they go and do another. And I'm starting to wonder if that same jealousy, that same resentment, I'm starting to wonder if it's building towards Angel Reese.
And here's where things get extra uncomfortable. The entire league is acting like Caitlin Clark showed up and spilled their deepest secrets, as if she's the reason no one's tuned in for the past 2 decades. Newsflash, Clark didn't dim the lights. She flipped the switch on, and everyone saw the dust. Instead of cleaning house, the league decided to blame the lamp.
They both impact the game. My teammates are saying Caitlin Clark moves the needle on basketball, right? Versus versus Angel, who moves the needle on viewership, on interest, on engagement. No one can deny that because she's on McDonald's bags, because she has her own podcast, because she's at the Met Gala, because she's transcending the sport and she's showing girls femininity. My sister don't play basketball, no Angel Reese. My sister don't play basketball, she knows Caitlin Clark too.
Would Angel Reese be on a McDonald's bag if she was not a champion averaging a double-double?
Nah, bro, I don't, you know what, I'm gonna get up because I don't.
You're saying Angel Reese.
That bitterness? Oh, it's real and thick enough to slice with a sideline interview. Watching it unfold is like seeing backup dancers complain the lead's getting the spotlight, except this lead earned it with historic stats, not viral smirks. Still, somehow Reese is getting the VIP treatment, while Clark is getting hacked like there's no rulebook in sight. If I were in that locker room, I wouldn't envy Clark. I'd be furious that someone can score in single digits and still get treated like a generational star. Reese is getting crowned for playing B-tier ball, while Clark is getting clobbered for playing like a legend. It's like the league's reasoning pulled a somersault and landed on its head. And the real kicker? Everyone knows Clark is the one keeping this league from becoming a trivia question at your local bar. Love her or not, she's the reason people are filling seats and tuning in. But instead of showing appreciation, or at least calling off the constant roughhousing, they've painted her as the villain. She's the outsider, the disruptor, the new kid with skills, fans, and a marketable glow. Unacceptable, right?
WNBA All-Star starters were released and people are pissed. This is how votes were cast. 50% was fan vote, 25% was media, and the remaining 25% was current players. One person that was not one of the 10 starters selected, Angel Reese. Now, Angel was actually 5th among frontcourt players in the fan voting, but she didn't even rank inside the top 10 in current player or media voting. The top vote getter was unsurprisingly Caitlin Clark with over 1.2.
Frankly, no one wants to admit it, but without Clark, the WNBA wouldn't be trending on ESPN. It'd be fighting for airtime between cornhole finals and competitive axe throwing. Yet here we are, pretending that Angel Reese being unapologetically herself is what's powering the league forward. Meanwhile, the only thing increasing is the number of memes showing her getting blocked at the rim. And let's talk about those interviews. Every time Reese speaks, it's like a life coach collided with a fashion influencer and somehow ended up defying common sense mid-sentence. It's PR magic. The woman has more brand partnerships than she has games with double-doubles. Some veteran players must be wondering if they wasted years perfecting their offhand layups instead of building a TikTok following. And the league, it's lapping it up because spinning a catchy narrative is easier than facing the truth, that it took a white sharpshooter from Iowa to finally get people to care.
17-5, and you may be saying to yourself, well, how many of those 17 rebounds a game are me-bounds? Is she just standing there rebounding at all of her own misses and padding her stats? Only 6 me-bounds in the last 4 games. So even if we discount the me-bounds, she's averaging 16 boards a game over her last 4 games, and she became the first player in WNBA history to put together 4 straight 15-plus rebound games.
Clark's the only one dragging the WNBA out of the shadows, one jaw-dropping highlight at a time. Without her, those sold-out games go back to half-empty gyms and silent bleachers. And here's a thought. What if Clark said enough and dipped for Europe? She'd be welcomed with open arms, given a fat contract with 0 taxes, and probably have a pastry named in her honor. She'd be dropping 40 points a game while sipping cappuccinos in Italy. If Clark left tomorrow, the cameras wouldn't follow the league, they'd follow her. She is the moment. Right now, the WNBA is like an umbrella with holes, pretending it's handling the storm, forgetting Clark is the storm. What's mind-blowing is the league's refusal to say, yeah, we need her. Instead, it's shade, fouls, and silent hostility. It's turned into high school politics, where popularity is punished unless it fits the right profile.
Came into the season, the media tried to put Angel Reese amongst the best players again, and then she promptly went out and stunk it up. All right, and stunk it up. Now, she's had a couple of good games as of late, but every time she has a good game, she has a horrific game. And her field goal percentage is down this year. And imagine I just said that. Her field goal percentage has dropped this year versus last year. That's right, she's a worse shooter.
And Clark, she's the straight-A transfer student with full ride offers, walking into school, and everyone's upset she's not hanging out at the misfit table. But here's the thing, the fans aren't blind, they see the difference. They know who's got game and who's playing the system. Clark's highlights don't lie, her crossovers are lethal, her court vision, elite. The jealousy, it's loud, bitter, and dragging everything down with it. If the WNBA spent even half the energy it uses on micro-dramas and social sniping on actual promotion and branding, it wouldn't need to lean so hard on Clark.